Hi Leo friends, this is your January 2022 tarot reading where I ask your angels, guides, and ancestors what you need to know for this month. So let's tap into the energies for Leo. What's in store for you in January? What things might be coming up in January? Quite a few cards that fell out here. Okay. We have some threes. We have the Empress, which is number 3, the 3 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. So it almost feels like there might be somebody stepping into your life that you might have felt a little bit heartbreak or disconnect from in the past. It feels like a friend. There might be a friend resurfacing in the month of January that might have been a little bit of troubled in the past or strained relationship in the past, but it feels like they might be reaching out to you. There's an element of forgiveness that we need to take into consideration here, forgiving ourselves for what we did, forgiving them for what they did, something like that. And it's nurturing. You're going to start to nurture this relationship again. And so this isn't going to resonate for everybody. This could also be a family member that you might have had a strained relationship with, maybe trying to reconnect with them, nurture that relationship. But there's an element of the number 3 that might be important for you, and a connection that needs mended. Definitely. We have the 7 of Pentacles, and I just love this picture. It's this plant and there's crystals in it and she's watering it. This is, again, it feels very nurturing. There's something that you're going to feel more connected and nurturing. It's like you're, I don't know, Leo, I do feel very masculine energy from a lot of the time, but you're really going to be tapping into the feminine energy as well, especially when the Empress is coming up. We also have the Sun here. She's sitting here at this wheel, spinning wheel with 2 babies. So if you have children, specifically 2, maybe really spending quality time with them might be important for you. But this is like happiness. Like you're truly trying to work through certain emotions and nurture yourself and others, definitely yourself. We have the 4 of Cups here. And so this feels like you're nurturing yourself. You're finding balance and stability within yourself. The number 4 feels like a very stable number. We also have the 6 of Wands. So it feels like there's some recognition. And it does feel like there's recognition with how far you have come in a specific situation. And that might be like your mentality. It almost feels like you're healing, and then how you approach situations now. Like you have taken the time to work through very specific things, and there's going to be recognition like you're doing so amazing. Like how you would have handled the situation in the past is totally different than how you're handling it now, and I applaud you for that. I feel like that's really coming in for you. So let's see what else for Leo. What other messages do we have? Leo in January 2022. 7 of Swords. I've been seeing the 7 of Swords like crazy in lots of readings for other people and for myself too. 7 of Swords, okay. This is, again, taking it back to the self. And the Strength card. This is your Leo card right here. It's popping out for you. I love that. You're standing strong. Others may have tried to, it might feel like somebody took something from you in the past. That might have been like a physical thing, but it also feels like emotionally that it felt like you were kind of robbed of something. And in the past, you might have even had a win at all costs type of attitude, especially when you were getting into an argument with somebody. The things that you said might have been very cutting and harsh, but it looks like there's a shift. There's an end to that. Going into January and in 2022, there's more of an awareness of the things that we say and how they linger and how they stick with people. There's the 5 of Pentacles, and it's almost like, I'm actually almost seeing this as almost a 5 of Cups energy as well. But there's an element of lingering. Something's lingering. And it almost is like a victim mentality that we are releasing. We're releasing any type of victim mentality. Like, this did not happen to me. It happened for me. There's a reason that this happened, and it was for my growth. It's because the universe, God, my angels, whoever, knew that I was strong enough to handle it, and that this was going to forever change me for the better. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, this goes along with that nurturing feel. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress give off similar type of energy. The Empress almost feels like self-nurturing a little bit. Queen of Pentacles feels more to me like family nurturing. Some of you might be a parent that works full-time, and you come home and you are like on top of parenting as well. Like, you invest all of your extra time into those things, but it feels very solid and grounded, and it feels like your focus is going to be on the important things in life. But also there is an element of comfortability. It feels like you're going to be getting comfortable with something. And that almost feels like a comfortability with maybe something that has happened. Yeah, there's like an acceptance and a comfortability here. Some of you might be really honing in on making sure, if you have pets, that your pets are living their most abundant life as well. This little bunny down here is standing out. Some of you might have rabbits or bunnies as a spirit animal. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so these are some things that might be coming up for you in the month of January. Now, I also want to tap into the overall energies that you might be feeling in January. What is the overall message? What is the overall theme for Leo in January 2022? What are things that they're going to be seeing consistently throughout the month? Focus on self. Leos are your fire signs. Sometimes there can be an element of selfishness with it, but it's not selfish. It's connecting with your soul, your intuition, and there's an element of healing, especially emotional healing, like going within, figuring this out so that I can present myself back to the world. That kind of gives 8 of Cups vibe along with that in some ways. We have the 8 of Pentacles. You might be starting a new craft or project or something related to work. You might be taking classes on, going back, getting a training on, schooling of some sort. You're focusing on something or working on something. You might be learning how to do something new. And so in the month of January, it feels like you're really going to be honing in on something like that. And it's going to feel like it's a slow process because you're learning. You're nurturing this newfound thing. You're implementing it. So I feel like there's an element of implementation here as well. Like the actual doing of the thing. You're learning in the 8 of Pentacles. It just feels like with the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles here, there's like a learning and an implementation. There is the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card. So if there was any type of legal matters or court matters, it feels like those might be coming to a close in the month of January, or they might be resurfacing if you haven't dealt with something that needs to be dealt with, whether that's linked to money or fines or something like that, definitely get your ducks in a row. Start to pay attention to this because it might resurface for you in January. Yeah, legal matters, the karmic wheel. What you put in, you will get out. And you know what? Sometimes life is just, it almost feels like sometimes life is not fair. And it's not. Life's not fair. But there is an element of karma that comes along with this. So if you've been doing good, you'll receive the good. It feels like there's an element of good luck that goes along with this, as long as you have been doing your due diligence to put good out. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So yeah, this definitely goes along with the Eight of Pentacles. It feels like in the month of January, you might be pursuing or planting the seeds to get your abundance. So maybe that was starting a new project. Maybe that was starting a new job. Maybe things feel, the Knight of Pentacles feels a little bit slow. You know, it's something that's maybe a little bit slow moving, but you're doing what you need to do because you have this end vision in mind, and you know that you need to put so much work into this. The King of Wands is also like, he's passionate about this. It's okay that it might take a little bit longer than he would like for this to happen, but it's okay. And I only say he because it says king. So definitely being aware that the effort that you're putting in is gonna pay off. It feels like you're very passionate about whatever you're doing, and maybe there's an element of excitedness or excitement that you're gonna be feeling. And this could also be with maybe if you're an entrepreneur, you own your own business, maybe you're wanting to start up a side hustle, something like that. This is like getting everything in place, learning how to do certain things, putting in the work to get this rolling for you. So that's really exciting for overall themes. Element of self-awareness. If there's some type of legal thing, considering karma when you do or say certain things in the month of January. Passion projects or side hustles, businesses, putting in the work and watching it slowly grow. Let's see what else we have for the month of January for Leo. What other things, what some challenges are that might be coming up. Whoa, okay. We have the Three of Swords popping out again. It looks like there's going to be a challenge of forgiveness and mending, healing. The Empress is showing up again. Nurturing your wounds. Getting yourself out of a victim mentality. Because you might be replaying certain things in your head in the month of January. But you also might be like, damn, look at how far I've come. Like, look at where I started out. Some of you may have battled with things like addiction or maybe toxic relationships, things like that. There's the Three of Wands. It's like, okay, this is forward movement. I'm taking the steps that I need to take, slowly learning how to become the person that I want to be, making those changes, implementing those changes that I want to see in my life for the better, for healing of myself and maybe healing of a relationship. There's a Four of Wands. Some of you may have had a strained marriage, or there might have a strained relationship, friendship. This Four of Wands feels like there's maybe a restoration of balance in a relationship. And some of you might be moving. There might be a move that's being planned. Getting your finances in order to be able to make a move. There is the Hierophant and the Star. These are our major arcanas here. Also, the Empress is a major arcana. So, there might be a major focus on, if you are married, there might be a major focus on marriage. There might be a marriage happening in January, or a proposal. It feels like there's a focus on stability, loyalty, tradition. These are all things that are coming up for you in the month of January. And this is your divine guidance. These are your divine downloads, your intuitive hits, your angels, guides, ancestors calling out to you, telling you that you are on the right path. They are shining their beautiful light, highlighting certain moments or things that you could do, sending you ideas that's kind of highlighting or lighting the way for the path ahead, things that you could do. Now, you have free will. You could choose not to listen, but they're with you here in the month of January. There's also an element of, with this star in the Hierophant, and maybe the Four of Wands too, there might have been a promise that was given to you that's going to be fulfilled in the month of January, or it's working towards its fulfillment. Feels like either you promised somebody something or they promised you something that it's like gonna happen now. It's kind of like a wish fulfillment, manifestation fulfillment coming through. All right, so let's see what else. And in that last section, when I think I had asked challenges, you know, when it comes to wish fulfillment, making sure that if you promise somebody something, that you follow through on that. That might be a challenge. How am I going to follow through on this promise? So this is the last messages that I have for you for January 2022. Leo, Six of Wands is popping out again. If you have a following on social media, it might be growing, or this might be recognition from friends, family, really anybody, of how amazing they think you are and how well that you're doing. There's recognition, like you did a really great job. The Four of Wands is coming out again. Like I feel if you're married, or if marriage has been on your mind, it's going to be something that keeps coming up for you in January. It's like really focusing on your relationship. And if you're in a relationship, there's like a healing and a focus on that. Yeah, there's a Seven of Swords coming up again. And so mending whatever has happened that feels, how can I say this? What has happened that has made you feel like somebody took something from you? What did somebody take? Maybe doing like journaling about that. Trying to figure out how you can really heal from that, because that is really prominent. The Justice card and the Wheel of Fortune are out again. Something to do with legal things. Considering what you're doing, if you're doing anything illegal, I would highly recommend you stop, definitely, in the month of January, because it looks like the karmic wheel might be coming to kick you in the ass if you're not really paying attention to what you're doing. Even simple things, like it could be getting a speeding ticket. It could be, I don't know, just some of you really be mindful of that. We also have the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So it looks like there is a new journey of finances, financial abundance that's coming in for you. And it feels like it's the very beginning stages of it. You're going to start seeing results, not in January, but it's like you're working towards. The results will come. The effort that you're putting in is worth it for sure. So starting up those projects, or that new job, or whatever path you want to be taking, it feels like there's going to be an increase in money. You're just starting that process here. So thank you so much for joining me, Leo. I hope you all have a beautiful month of January, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye.